Brad, you got to wear a banana hammock and a pair of board shorts. That's about it.
And tan, that's it.
That's a tan. That's it. Women, you have to the cost of the hair, food, tanning, travel expenses, and you have the pleasure that what you just doing. She's sponsoring you, helping with Helen's helping with your posing. Who's your coach? Who y'all working with?
I work with Pedro, but Sheila just. Oh, you mean like for as far as the getting ready for the shows?
Yeah.
Oh, Pedro Ramirez is my coach.
Okay.
I do my own, but I've listened like Kelly Hitchcock when he was doing her. I would listen what he would say to her, and with Pedro, I would listen what they talk about. So I kind of got down what works for my body.
Take bits and pieces.
Yeah, I keep my ears open what other people are saying and think about it and give it a try and see if it works for me. But I mostly do my own. I do all my own workouts, my own food, my own diet.
We've lucked out. We've met, like I said before, some really awesome people in the industry. Some people have told me they have had bad experiences. We haven't had a bad experience. Everybody, we went to Memphis and we met Samika Cash. She owns Cash Fitness and she just competed. Great, awesome person. Every time we go to Memphis, she's like, y'all come to my gym, come work out. That's her. Yeah.
Well, I had the pleasure of interviewing Miss Cash a while back. I did one thing. I have a thing called comparisons, where I do comparisons with bodybuilders, and I did comparisons with her and Sheila Brown. I said, Simika Cash. She saw it. She posted on it. Said, "Yeah." I said, "You know what? Come on, let's do an interview." Correct, because I'm from the South. Just when I see it, I spell it.
Me. I'll say it Southern too.
Yeah, I spell it how I see it.
Yes.
She just did Tupelo. She did Texas.
Yes.
She did Chicago. Great physique. I think she has the look that I don't know. She did figure for half a minute. She's kind of like I don't know.
She's a hybrid. Her back though, nobody can touch her back. Nobody. Her back is so detailed and so it's big, it's wide, and it's also thick. She's got the ideal back. She's tall. She's like me. We're tall. So the leg area is where we have to really work on that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to bring in. It's about what the judges see, because that's the one thing that when it comes to the presentation, especially working out. Here we got here from man KL. He asked questions. How long you been married? So how long it's been now since?
Yeah,
we'll be coming on 4 years.
4 years, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Well, we've been together like almost 8.
Mm-hmm. Well, my parents were married for 55 years, even though my dad was living in New Jersey. We were still here in North Carolina the last 30. But yeah, it's good that you're two together and you're in 8 years together, 4 years married.
It's been great. He's my best friend. It's been great. We just enjoy doing everything together. You know how you hear some couples, they say, "Oh my God, they can't stand or they gotta have a break from their mate." We're not like that. He's never called me out of my name. He's always at night, can't go to bed without giving me a kiss. And that's just little things like that mean a lot. To me, that means more than getting a big, huge diamond ring or a big Cadillac or something. I think just someone genuinely care about you and genuinely interested in what you do and treat you right, that goes a long way. And I think nowadays, we actually hit the jackpot with each other because it's hard now in relationships because you got social media for one, because that's fantasy island. So people get on there and they think, oh, maybe I'll be better with this person or that person, and they think the grass is green on the other side. And you have to come to terms with
it. You find out when you're stuck in a hospital bed, who's going to be there to wipe your butt for you because you can't do it yourself. That's what. After I got shot, I was stuck in a hospital bed, and I think the first couple of weeks I had to go with bed pain, and she was there to. She come every day to the hospital bring me food because hospital food is junk.
But, I can tell you that.
Yeah, but it's somebody's there going to be wipe your butt for you. You really know they love you. So, it's just.
Yeah,
We've had our trials and tribulations, like
Yeah.
with him getting shot. And even afterwards, we had to deal with that, where he was mentally, he couldn't work anymore. He's, 100% disabled. So, but you know what? It always worked out. We always came through. As long as we stuck together and hey, we're gonna be in this together. We can be in a shack. We're gonna do this together.
yeah. I
Communication. Communication's key.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel you on that because you know what, my mother, she had went through a lot. She was sick for like a good 5 or 6 years. I was there by her side. I took care of her, and then she took care of me because a few years ago, it was like 10 years ago, I had got a heart attack on my job. I thought I was had a cold, but it was a heart attack, and then I was at the cardiac unit for about a week. And then when I got home, I see specialists. They told me my heart was under 12%. I had to get a pacemaker, and then it was struggle trying to find a job because most places don't hire you when you have one of these in your chest, especially if you're working kind of heavy machinery. But then my mom got sick. I had to step up because she was my woman. I had relationships. No, not relationships. I had relations, but not relationships. But
Yeah.
I was there. I took care of her. And when she left, when she passed away, I said, you know what? Now it's time to take care of me. And I have my family and brothers and sisters. I love them. But it's good when you have someone in your life like you have, who's been with you thick and thin, hell or high water. Especially, like I said again, there's been people who get in relationships, things don't work out because there's no really no even flow. One's trying to be the boss, one wants to be this, but then when you have
Then
that,
there's superficial things. They see somebody, they think, oh, they look good, or they got money, or whatever it may be. But you got to look at the long term. What if all that disappears? Are you gonna want to be with that person? What if somebody loses their job? I mean, I went to a thing where I quit my job because it got too much, and he said, "Listen, stop your job. We'll figure it out." So I took 2 months off and then went back to work, and it's been great ever since. But those are the things you really have to look for in a partner. Hey, is that person gonna have my back? Am I gonna have their back? Something, or am I gonna bail when something goes wrong and everything's not peachy keen? So, but it's really worked out, and I told him he's stuck with me until one of us leaves this earth. So.
wait a minute. I'm a little bit
Gonna
confused.
get the dog.
So, what do you do for a living, Beverly?
Then actually, right now I'm doing security at the juvenile center, so I'm with these kids. It's a little different. Yeah, the kids they're something else, but it's been great. I mean, our dog's coming in. It's hot out here. It's like 100 something, I think, degrees out in
Oh
Texas.
yeah. I know it's my nephew was stationed in Texas. He told me like one time he said, George, he called me, say it's so hot out here, man. You walk outside, you already melt. Say, nah, I'm a fat
Yeah.
man. I'll be a black ghetto snowman. I'll melt. He melted. He was a ghetto snowman. So, but yeah, you work with these children. I mean, it's kids. Nowadays, it's different from when we were coming up because I think life was a little easier. But one thing is getting at social media is one thing. I use social media because it's a tool for me. That's how I get contact with people, how I do some of my interviews. But this is the thing because a lot of the guys on here who follow me are, as we call them, muscle purse spouse. And they like you ladies, you muscular ladies, because Brad no fish when you ladies like you when there's an old smoke saying when you ladies get rock hard, we'll get rock hard. But but the same thing true for me, Brad. The guys on the other side there, right? Not me. It may not be 80s, but I'm down with the ladies. But yeah, it's good that you find compatibility, you find love, especially in a sport like this.
Yes,
This sport
because
people
you're with people that you're with like a percentage of people that they look good all the time. So I mean, to me, my husband looks good all the time. But you have to wrap that around. And yeah, you're gonna admire other people's body, not in a sexual way. It might be, oh, that person's back is good. I mean, he's seen women. I've seen guys like, dang, look at their legs. Dang, look at their glutes. Dang, and you're just admiring the work that they put into it. But you have to respect each other too with that. And it comes down to respecting them, especially in a marriage. And like I said, we've been fortunate. The friends that we do have in the industry that are married, they love their mates, and it's kind of like that. I was saying, my grandma used to tell me, "You are who you surround yourself with." So if you surround yourself with people who like to step out and do other things, yeah, that's gonna eventually go into play. But we tend to avoid that, and everything is, we do things together. Like I said, he's my best friend, and so you have to, once you get married, especially, you have to respect that sanctity of marriage, and other people need to respect that sanctity of marriage. So with that, you go into that mind frame of, I'm this person's. That's who I vowed to. That's who I. We didn't want to get married. We could have stayed single and did what we wanted to do. So, and that's why I tell people: if you're gonna go out there and do that, stay single. Don't get married. Don't get in a relationship. Just stay single and go do whatever you want to do.
That's what I'm doing. I'm confirmed bachelor. I know my sister. She keeps saying, "When you gonna have a baby?" I said, "I'm about 50. That window is long gone." Most of the week I was working a lot. I had a couple of jobs. I didn't really go out like that. One of my jobs, I used to work in a gentleman's club, so so that's a different situation. But yeah, I mean, life's about, you should have your fun, and then you feel like what, I want to settle down. I want to be with somebody. That's that choice you have to make. You have to be
Yes.
into it fully, wholeheartedly, with no doubts. So as you're working out and training, what's your favorite workout? What's your least favorite workout? What's that workout you say like, yes, I love doing it, but this one say, damn, I got to do it today.
I want to also, something real quick I want to touch base is being with someone who understands this lifestyle too.
Yes.
Because them couple weeks going in prep to the show, you're malnourished, you're dehydrated, you're cranky all the time. And so someone who understands that, and also who knows how to help you through it, and then also understand, you're too tired, like ready for a show, like the night before a show. I do her tanning. We do our own tanning, so I'll help her with her tanning. All that stuff. She'll help me with my tanning. So someone who's going to understand, what's involved, and you're going to look different off season, on season,
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Yeah.
But to the workouts,
Said favorite and least.
I mean, my squats. I've been liking my squats lately because my weight is becoming weight. I'm playing with 500 pounds for 10 times late. And usually I never used to touch that weight. But now what I've been training is I'm squatting. I'm doing 500 pounds 9 to 10 times, and it's not as heavy. It doesn't really feel heavy, so I really like doing it, and especially feeling afterwards. You do that, you feel good after.
So you think leg day is your
Well,
favorite?
yeah. I mean, I like squats, but least favorite is I look forward to every day I get to work out. I mean, because I've been there not getting a workout, and so that feeling like you want to, but you can't. Either work kept you from going to work out, long day, or physically unable to because I got shot or you got an injury or something like that. So I make myself take at least one day off now to kind of rest up and heal. But I really look forward to working out when I do. So I don't have a least favorite day, so to say. My exercises I do, the ones I enjoy and that work for me. So I guess every day is my favorite day. Simple.
I like back. Least favorite is chest. But I think chest for women is not, we don't do we have to build it, but it's not like the guys have to do. But I still don't care to do it, but I do it. But yeah, chest would be.
Yeah, usually the typical one is leg day because that's like this is from a favorite episode of Chappelle's Show with Charlie Murphy True Holly Stories. We met Rick James. They go back to Eddie's house, and remember when Rick says "F your couch, Eddie Murphy."
Yes.
And then and Charlie and Eddie are bent his legs. You black darkness, but so And Dave's crying like, "Where my legs, Eddie Murphy? Where my legs, Charlie Murphy?" That's the least favorite for most bodybuilders. But yeah, I know everybody has that one that, like I said, your back is one thing. I think that's why it's your favorite. Everybody has whatever works for them and the goals they want to get to, especially, we hit the stage. Now, as competitors, I know, especially being on a diet and you're prepping, what's that thing that calls you, that thing that makes you want, that the thing you desire the most, that especially when you're eating, what is that thing you want the most?
You mean like kind of like what I want but I can't have?
Yes. Tell me, share me your desires.
I will tell you this: it would be actually a pizza and crumble cookies.
Ooh.
I want crumble cookies so bad. I want 2 or 3 of them. But I know if I got them, I would get sick. But I know to stay away from. I don't even look that way when I drive by. I just go, okay. But I know, and I do know that once I go in the off season, though, this time, like I said, I took like 3, almost 4 years off from this show. I know I gained quite a bit, so Pedro had to get me back in shape to get into competition shape, because there's a difference in getting in shape just to get in shape and then get in shape for a show. So I had to take a year just to trim off and redefine some things, then go into competition shape. So that's where I'm at now, is to get ready for a show. Because a lot of people think, oh, I go work out, I do this, I eat halfway decent. No, it's a whole nother planet. You have to look a certain way. Your food has to be measured. There's certain things you don't put in your diet. There's certain things you pull out, certain things you put in. So,
and food can, a certain meal could determine first or second place.
Yeah.
Especially the night before, if you come in too flat, you don't load up enough, or you were too
spilled over.
Or on your prep you weren't disciplined enough. So. But for me, I like sweets.
Okay, yeah, he's a big sweet person.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. He puts frosting on pecan pie. Like in the South, I was like, who does that?
Brad, I love sweets too, Brad, but man, that you gonna have type 4 diabetes.
That's what I said. I said, oh my God, you gonna have diabetes. Like, he loves frosting.
When I didn't have a lot of money, I take bread and make a frosting sandwich. Just I couldn't afford the cake or something.
I mean, yeah. That's like I said, everybody have their different tastes, because that thing is about food is both a tool and a weapon for a bodybuilder. It can, especially if you're on a low carb, diet where you don't get enough carbs, because your carbs is very important to the brain and everything else. Proteins, everything that's the factor, because people can figure bodybuilding is circumference everything from your workouts to your sleep to recovery to what supplements you take. Everything.
Cardio.